It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go. Back. 280. 53. Hey, defense. Man 5-7. Watch the safety.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of...
Marcus Lawrence on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Hey, pick your... Safe. Kill. Solid.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 280. Here. Mike 54. Mike 54. Lynch by two. He's checking.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill. Check 53. Black. Check 53. Mike. Right here. Shit. Hatchet. Check. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Brought down by Nate Gehring.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up third down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Slam. Check 52. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Switch. Slam. Hey, empty. Empty.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's done. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Prescott's pass complete to Philadelphia. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he finds Tyler Croft. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
47.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Shit. Sunday.
On 1st down, Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
You got tight right there. Run. Tighten up. Lefty. Crunch. Check nine.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He sets to fire. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side.
That's where you belong.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quavon LeBlanc with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 24, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Check. 53. They kill it. They force don't kill it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Smooth. I smell fear in that offense.
Chest. Showing it.
Lynch 5-3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Dallas.
Here we go.
Number 53.
First down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20. They give him a gain of 37. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Prescott. And the grab by Cron. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. This 5-7.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Man 5-7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Go to 54. Go to 54. There you go.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Elliott. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Jim.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jakeem Grant, 79 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 13.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
Third down.
Mike 54. Watch QB.
We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down, Cowboys.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
I got you, boy.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. We're going to 53. 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here comes Grant on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Wentz now on first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike. Here we go. Wide in. 3. Mike. Cover. Hey, switch gears.
On second down, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
53 is the mic. Let him know.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.